Nobody sees what goes on in the kitchen anyway.
God is watching you, Julia. Say that we have 20 million people. Oh, damn it. Sorry, I forgot you were watching. Walter, honey, answer the phone, sweetheart. Walter, darling, the phone. Walter, dinner's ready.
Thank goodness I'm starved.
I lied, Walter. Answer the damn phone.
Sorry.
Too bad, Walter. It was for you. Earth was calling.
You get so upset about it. It only rang once.
Once? It rang over 200 times.
Well, I didn't hear it.
How could you not hear it? You were sitting right next to it.
I was in a trance.
A trance? Between you and Julia Child, I think I'm losing my mind. What do you mean a trance?
A trance. An auto-suggested, alpha-level hypnotic trance.
Walter, would you turn Julia off, please? I think we have to have a very long talk.
About what? I saw somebody get hypnotised on Johnny Carson. The guy that was doing it on Johnny Carson said anybody can learn how to do it, so I got a book on it and I'm getting very good at it.
Walter, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. You are the strangest man on this planet. Well, if indeed you are from this planet.
Why am I strange? Because I like to learn new things. Because I like to improve myself. All you do is cook. Cooking and food and cooking. There are other things in life, you know.
Oh, well, cooking's my work, and it's a job, and I love it. Your problem is you have too much time on your hands. You should get a job.
I don't want a job. I don't need a job.
You need a babysitter.
I work very hard to get where I am.
Oh, yes, Walter. You clawed your way to the middle. You invent some stupid little valve and retired. So, how much did you say you sold this patent for anyway?
I didn't say.
I know. Thought I could trick you. Someday you're going to tell me.
We should get an answer machine. That way neither one of us would have to answer the phone again.
Well, you'd have to record the message. You know how frustrated I get when I think my voice is being taped.
Sure. Hello. World-renowned chef Gourmet Gus can't come to the phone right now. At the sound of the burp, leave your name, number, and favourite cure for heartburn.
You're disgusting.
How romantic. Those were the first words you ever said to me.
It's 100 years ago. How do you remember that?
When a total stranger tells you you're disgusting, it's something you don't really forget.
Oh, you're not going to get all mushy on me, are you?
I'm aroused. Besides, it was only 18 years ago. The day I met you changed my life.
Oh, I'm glad I went to the zoo that day.
I am too.
It was my first time there.
I know. Remember I called you my zoo virgin?
I was standing there watching two llamas licking each other. You smiled.
You smiled first.
I did not.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
You smiled first, Walter. I saw you standing across the bars. You inched your way around until you were next to me. You smiled, I smiled, and then you said, if we were two llamas, we could be licking each other right now.
And you said you're disgusting.
I remember now. We ended up in that god-awful bar next to the Fulton Fish Market. The tattooed tuna.
And the band was playing a foxtrot of Asleep in the Heat. Dance with me.
Oh, I don't dance.
I'll lead.
I'll dance.
And you kept eating my tie.
Oh, it was delicious.
A Christian Dior tie.
I had a craving for French neckwear that night.
If I'd have known that, I'd have worn my Saint Laurent. It had less calories.
You asked me to marry you that same night.
I'm a man who knows what he loves, and I love you more now than I did then.
Of course, that's because you're in a trance all the time.
That's because you're spellbinding!
Now, don't get any ideas, Walter. I'm still involved with Julia Child.
We could be together for infinity and never change. Food first, romance later.
That's not true. I've changed a lot in 18 years, so have you.
Really? What changes have you seen in me?
Your ties got thinner.
Anything else?
Your waistline didn't.
Talk. My waistline's still a perfect 40.
Well, so is mine. We could always make each other laugh.
That's what made me fall in love with you.
There's nobody in this world I'd rather be married to.
I feel the same way. So, what do you say? Marry me.
Oh, let's not get into this again.
fair trial. I see. On.
I hate knots. You've been asking me to marry you at least once a month for 18 years. We've been very happy without that little piece of paper. So I spoil a good thing. All our friends think we're married anyway, so what's the difference?
I know and you know, that's the difference. So come on, marry me and I'll tell you how much money I have.
I feel that we're married in the eyes of God.
Yes, but not in the eyes of my mother.
Carmen predicts that all marriages in the next 2 years will end in divorce. She says it's in the stars.
And Carmen is on the moon. Why do you listen to her? Our next door neighbour is a flake, a busybody and a card-carrying nut.
She is not. She's an authentic gypsy princess.
Augusta, authentic gypsy princesses do not wear polyester.
She's also an astrologer, a numerologist, and a fortune teller.
A couple of drinks does not a fortune teller make.
But she is.
Really? Can you recall any of her astonishing predictions?
Not offhand.
Well, I can. She was wrong about the presidential elections.
Anybody could have been wrong on that. It was very close.
Yes, except for the fact that she said it would be Bella Abzu by a write-in.
You have to allow a margin for error.
Gussie, the lady's not playing with a full deck of tarot cards.
Carmen is uniquely in touch with the universe.
She is uniquely in touch with the liquor cabinet. Forget about her anyway. Let's go and get married.
Cottage cheese.
What?
Would you get me that large thing of cottage cheese in the fridge while draining it for the batter?
If I get it for you, will you marry me?
Not today.
I'll get it for you anyway. I hope this isn't for me. I hate cottage cheese. And do you know what else I hate? I hate when the telephone rings.
Are you still in a trance, or do you think you could answer it this time?
I'll give it a shot. Hello, Richardson Residence, home of industrial strength cottage cheese. Oh. Uh-huh. It's your agent.
What does he want?
Wants to talk to you.
Please, Walt, ask him what he wants.
What do you want, Merlin? Oh. 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 I'll tell her.
What does he want?
He wants to talk to you.
My hands are covered with a ladder. Hold the phone to my ear, would you? Hi, Bertie, what's so important? Max Kane? Sure, I remember him from the dinner party, right? You're kidding. He does? He doesn't? Well, that's terrific news. Of course I'm excited. Who wouldn't be excited?
I'm not excited.
Did they discuss money? How much? Is that per week? Well, good heavens, that's a small fortune. Of course I'm happy. I'm already happy to my head would be in the bowl. Could you excuse me a second, Bernie? Thank you. Cut it out, Walter.
You never let me have any fun.
Can I call you back, Bernie? Yeah, I have to change Walter's diapers. Yeah, that'll be fun. We'll be home all day. Yeah, see you soon. GB to you too.
GB to you too. What's GB?
Goodbye. You know how Bernie talks in initials.
Soon we put whole sentences together. So what did he want?
Walter. My own television show!
How wonderful!
Oh, I knew you'd be excited!
Oh, I am. I've always wanted a large massive cottage cheese all over my face.
Oh, I'm sorry, Walt. Let me wipe it off.
No, leave it. Looks like acting makes me feel like a teenager again.
Did you hear what I just said? My own TV cooking show? Remember that man at Bernie's dinner party the other night, Max Kane?
I remember.
Well, he's a producer at WPIX. He thinks I'm the funniest thing since sliced bread and wants to produce a syndicated show starring me.
Terrific.
Bernie's coming over to give us the details. But just think, I could be the next Julia Child.
Sensational.
Well, you don't seem too enthusiastic.
I always pout when I'm infused.
This is like a dream come true. My own TV show.
When do you have the time? You've already got a column in every newspaper in the country. You've written 14 cookbooks with another one in the oven. You've been the head judge at the Betty Crocker Bake Off for the last 3 years. What else do you want?
My own TV show. Pay attention.
Do you know how much time it takes to put together a week except I don't think dailyl's enough. I think we should go on 7 times a week, twice on Sunday, 3 times a day, once before every meal like a gigantic appetite depressant. And then a midnight show for the late night snaggers, and a 5-minute segment on the news highlighting the cuisine of the latest country at war. And you can lend your name to the latest line of radar ranges with little pictures of you on the little thermostats.
Keep going, I like it.
Do what you want. If you need me for anything, I'll be in a trance.
You mean you haven't been? It's hard to tell. I think you're jealous.
Of who?
Not of who, what, my work. I think you're jealous of all the time I spend with my friends in the kitchen. Oh, the pots, the pans, the spices. Oh, Mr. Vegetable, Mr. and Mrs. Cauliflower, the parsley, the cabbages.
What about Mr. Potato Head? Have you got him in there too?
You envy the time I spend doing what I enjoy doing most. Cooking, creating new tastes. I happen to be one of the poor slobs on this earth that gets paid for doing what they love to do. Most people never get near that. Why do you begrudge me that?
I don't. I just want some for me. I want some time for us.
We'll have time, I promise. I wish you would do something with your time instead of standing around watching me be busy. You need an activity.
That's absurd. I'm much too busy myself to notice how busy you are.
Oh, yes, Walter. You're an absolute tornado of activity. How was your crossword puzzle today?
Very tiring. I think I'll have a nap before my next activity.
What's that, Walter?
Putting myself to sleep.
I mean this from the bottom of my heart, Walter. You should be put to sleep.
I can do it myself. Maybe you don't believe me, but I've become quite proficient at hypnotism.
That's crazy.
You always said I had an hypnotic effect on you.
Only in the sense that your stories put me to sleep.
You see, my stories bore you.
Not all of them. There was one I enjoyed. About your days on the farm with a rather large St. Bernard.
Why can't you forget that?
Oh, I love a good romance.
Oh, Krista!
But you keep avoiding the subject.
What's the subject?
My television show?
Let's change the subject.
I think we should talk about it.
I think we should go to the zoo.
What?
We can talk about it at the zoo. What do you say?
I love to, Walter. I really would. I just don't have the time.
You never have time for me. I get more attention from you if I were a vegetable.
But you are, Walter. I'll tell you what. Later on, I'll cover you with hollandaise sauce and lick you to death.
Don't ask for much. Just squeeze me in between courses, will you?
Walter,
What?
let's go to the zoo.
Are you serious?
Yes, it's a wonderful idea. Just let me tidy up a bit.
Hurry! We're going to the zoo!
Well, if you act that way when we get there, they're not going to let you leave.
Fine. You want to see first?
I'll leave that up to you.
I want to see the polar bears. They remind me of you. You want to know why?
Not a chance. I want to visit the monkey house.
Do we have to? They remind me so much of Bernie.
Why'd you go say that? I just remembered. Bertie's coming over. We can't go out.
We can go before he gets here.
That's not nice. I couldn't do that. Besides, I wouldn't have a career if it wasn't for Bernie.
I knew there's a reason why I hated him.
I do not.
I dislike him a lot.
Bernie has changed our lives. Without him pushing me, there would be no commercial endorsements, public appearances.
Don't forget chronic indigestion.
Walter, I'll be honest with you. I like being famous. I enjoy it. I enjoy what I do, and Bernie keeps me doing it. Why can't you understand that?
I want you to do what makes you happy.
I have an idea. Why don't you invent another valve?
I'd rather hypnotise myself. I hypnotise myself a lot, you know.
Can I be perfectly honest? It shows.
I know it does, but you haven't noticed, have you?
Notice what? There's a very fine line between your trances and your everyday stupor.
When was the last time you saw me smoke a cigarette?
Oh, this morning at breakfast.
Well, that just shows how much attention you pay to me. I haven't had a cigarette in over 2 weeks.
I don't believe you.
In fact, it'll be 3 weeks tomorrow.
Go on.
Every day for the last 3 weeks, I've been inducing a trance, giving myself a post-hypnotic suggestion that I hate cigarettes, that I loathe cigarettes, that I do not want a cigarette.
So how do you feel?
I'm dying for a cigarette, but I can't bring myself to have one. The thought of it turns my stomach a lot like good cooking.
Now that you mention it, I haven't seen you smoke.
You can get a lot of hypnotism.
Oh, I can't be hypnotized.
Everyone can.
I don't need it.
You're resisting.
I am not.
Hostility is a sign of resistance.
And a lump on the head is a sign of being hit with a blunt instrument. You want to go for it?
I want to go to the zoo.
I can't.
Gus something spontaneous for once in your life? Bernie will either come back later or whimper on our doorstep for an hour.
Why not?
You mean it?
Yes. Let's go to the zoo, you animal. I need your help, though.
Anything.
Finish mixing that batter while I change.
I'd be glad to. Where's the spoon?
It's too thick. You have to mix it with your hands.
No way!
No mix, no zoo.
I'm mixing.
I'll be ready in a jiffy.
Don't answer it!
I have to.
Well, kids, it's ITV.
Translation, Bernie?
It's in the bag. You made quite an impression.
Can you come back later, Bernie? Gussie and I were just going to the zoo.
The zoo, are you crazy? No zoo today, there's no time to waste.
The zoo's not a waste of time.
Oh, it is when you have to discuss ideas, formats, and contracts. Sorry, NCT.
No zoo today?
That's right.
Sorry, Walter.
Really, Molly, you gotta tell me. How do you feel about that little woman of yours having her own TV show?
Thrilled. I could kiss you, Bernie. In fact, I think I will.
Gee, Walter, I didn't know you cared.
I don't.
Would you two like to be left alone?
No!
Good God, what's on my face?
Tapioca cheese batter. I'll get you a towel.
Towel? Hell, get me a spoon. It sounds delicious. Really, Wally, you gotta tell me. How does it feel to be married to the BLC and the WWW?
The what?
The best little cook in the whole wide world!
Would you really like to know?
Shut up, Walter, darling.
This is great. What'd you say this was?
Tapioca cheese batter.
Wonderful. You are an artist with food.
A regular Vincent Van Gogh. Well, if you two will excuse me, I have a very important appointment today.
Where are you going? You never have any appointments.
Well, the tapioca surprise of 1938. Today I have an appointment at the zoo.
What's the matter with him?
He was raised on a farm. Whenever he gets upset, he needs to be around animals. He'll be all right.
Sure you will. Hey, I want something to wet the old whistle.
Sure. How wet does your whistle want to be?
Drenched.
I think I'll even join you. What'll it be?
Oh, something simple. How about a pina colada?
Can you make it a little simpler than that?
How about an apricot sour?
How about a red wine or a white wine?
Do you have any rosé?
Sure, I'll just mix the red with the white.
You know, it really doesn't matter. We are going to be drinking champagne before long. Hey, I thought of a great title for the show on the way over here. Try this out. Cooking with Gus. Isn't that JAW? Just a wow.
Cooking with Gus. I like it. It sounds kind of jaunty.
Max Kate wants you to do a half-hour daily show. Syndicated.
Just like Mike Douglas.
Right. The best part is you do all 5 shows in one day.
It seems like a lot for one person.
Max suggested that you have a different co-host for each show.
Just like Mike Douglas.
Right. You would feature one recipe per show, the celebrity helps you to prepare it, and then the two of you eat and chat.
Chat?
Just like Mike Douglas. Cheers.
Gee, Bernie, I don't know if I could just chat.
Of course you can. Mike Douglas is the most boring man in the whole world. If he can chat, anybody can chat.
Well, why don't you be my co-host? You're a good chatter. In fact, you're full of chat.
You're not the first person that's told me that. No, Gussie, I'm purely a BS man.
A what?
Backstage.
Oh. Well, when is Mr. Kane going to make the decision? Well, we know for sure.
Oh, after he sees a demo tape.
A what?
A demo tape. He asked me to make a videotape of you doing a sample show. It's like a pilot. They've never seen you on TV before.
Well, I've never been on TV. I've always been too nervous.
Max loves your columns and he adores your cookbooks. But they want to see the tape first to see if your warmth and humor come across on the tube.
Well, of course he can.
That's probably true, dear, but they want to see it for themselves.
Well, when are we going to make this demo tape?
There's no time like the present.
Or don't we need a camera or something?
Oh my God!
What's the matter?
I left $5,000 worth of video equipment in the hallway.
Oh, don't worry. We've only been gone a few minutes. Don't worry.
This is New York. They see the whole buildings in a few minutes. Oh, thank God. Phew.
What in heaven's name are you doing?
You and I are going to make a television show.
Oh, good. Let's do Bonanza. I'll go upstairs and see if we have any horses.
We are going to do Cooking with Gus, starring Gussie Richardson.
Oh, I need some time to prepare. How about a year?
That's nonsense. We are doing it ROTS.
English, Bernie?
Right on the spot.
Now?
ROTS.
Oh, rocks to you too, Bernie. I can't do it now. I'm not prepared. I have nothing to talk about.
Since when does a woman have nothing to talk about?
I need time to prepare.
Silly. I bet you can do the whole thing right off the top of your head. Just talk about your most favorite food in the whole world and how you prepare it. Come on, what's your most favorite food in the whole world?
Hard-boiled eggs.
Talk about it.
It's an egg, it's boiled, and it's hard. That's about it.
It doesn't really matter what you talk about.
Why? Aren't you going to record my voice?
Of course I am. Pretend you're going to whip up something for dinner. You've done that 100 times. I'll turn on this machine and you show me something.
Oh, I'd be happy to, Bernie. There's the door.
Do you want this TV show or not?
Yes, but
But nothing. I will turn on this damn machine and we'll be okay.
what does okay mean?
It means okay. What's wrong with you?
Oh, I don't know. I just don't feel like talking. I'm not myself today.
Oh, and who are you?
Marceau.
Why are you being this way?
I'm sorry, Bernie. I just get tongue-tied whenever I have to speak in public.
Public? What public? It's me and you, for God's sakes. You're in your own kitchen. You could be more private in your own confession.
Oh, it's the microphone. It's the cameras. They terrify me.
What?
Well, why do you think I turned down all those voiceovers and commercials and guest appearances?
Oh, I think we've got a problem here.
I know it's a dumb problem. It's a dumb problem, but I want to be able to do the show.
Then there's no reason why you can't. You have to start, and you start right now.
We don't have a co-host.
Hey, how about that crazy gypsy from next door? She'd be fun.
Oh, she's out. She's at her Thursday afternoon coven.
Coven? You mean she's also a witch?
Yes, you didn't know?
There's some wild and strange things going on in this coven.
It's incredible. I went to one with her last week.
You didn't? Tell me what went on.
Oh, we drank ripple, candles, played poker.
Sounds kinky.
Well, thanks for dropping by, Bernie.
Gussie, I am not as dumb as I look. We are going to make this demo tape for Max, and we are going to make it right now.
What are you doing?
Oh, I've got these special bulbs. I'm going to transform your kitchen into a television studio.
Oh, please be careful up there. Watch out for the batter.
I'm always careful around food.
I hate to be the one to break this to you, Bernie, but you're dancing in my dessert.
Oh, I just thought of something. If cottage cheese conducts electricity, then I'm a dead man.
Oh, let's see. I'll get the switch. Hit it, Bernie. Oh. Hey. Get your foot off my clean floor.
I'm beginning to feel like a giant potato chip. Please stop dipping me.
Well, let me get this out of your way before you put your head in it. Oh, let me wipe your hand off.
I'll get my hand. You get my foot.
Oh. What? This is disgusting.
Really? Well, you're not the one wearing it.
Now don't move. You'll mess up something
Oh,
else.
now I'm beginning to feel like Humpty Dumpty.
Please, Bertie, your foot is still full of it. Don't look around. Just sit down.
Oh, Gussie, please stop dipping.
I'm sorry, Bertie. Let me wipe it.
You stay away from me.
Go inside and take your pants off. I'll clean them.
I'm just supposed to stand here in my underwear.
You can put on Walter's bathrobe.
Oh, all right. But you listen to me, Gussie Richardson. We are going to make this demo tape, and we are going to make it today whether you like it or not. You can try to drown me in that stuff for all I care, but this tape will be made. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
I can do this. I know I can. There is nothing to be afraid of. Hello out there in TV Tummy Land. This is good old gourmet Gus Richardson. And that's not it. Hello, all you sultry chefs out there. In the land of the electronic eating. No, it's not it either. Huska vidanda!
Your bathrobe.
Oh, wait, it's hanging behind the door.
Oh, no, it's not.
Oh, Bernie, I just remembered it's in the laundry. I'm sorry. It's hanging behind the bathroom.
This.
Oh, for heaven's sake, nobody's gonna see you.
All right, fine. Have you decided what you're going to prepare?
Forget it. I faint all the time. I even thought of writing a book called Fainting Can Be Fun. Still haven't told me why you fainted in the first place, or why Bernie was kissing you while wearing your negligee.
He was not kissing me. He was trying to give me first aid, mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
Is that why he was dressed like Clara Barton?
He sat in my bed.
Why did he do that?
I made him.
Let me see if I got this. You made Bernie sit in your chicken batter while wearing your nightgown. I think I would have fainted too.
I fainted because he tried to take me.
This gets pinkier all the time.
As soon as he turned on that recording machine, I couldn't talk. I felt like I was choking to death. My throat closed up. It was terrifying. I thought he was going to die.
Sorry, honey. It's all right. Come on. Don't cry. You didn't want to do that nasty old TV show anyway, did you?
I did. I do. And I am. Whatever makes me choke up is not going to get the better of me. I am going to get over this fear, and I am going to get that TV show.
HTS, here's the story. Max Kane wants to tape in his office the day after tomorrow. We haven't got a second to waste. By the way, Gussie, thank you for that cottage cheese batter back. It's done wonders for my complexion.
I'll be ready, Bernie. I promise.
I know you're going to. Well, it's off to the IRT.
Let me guess. The Indianapolis racetrack.
Subway, silly. TV.
It looks like you had a fist fight with the Jolly Green Giant.
Don't be funny, Walter. I'm scared. How do I get over this fear?
Why don't you just pretend you're not speaking to a lot of people?
I tried that. It doesn't work.
Where does this phobia come from anyway?
I don't know. Maybe I should see a psychiatrist.
Sure. But that could take years.
Well, what am I going to do?
I could cure it.
What?
I could cure your fear of speaking into a mic or speaking to a group. I could.
How?
By putting you into a trance, regressing you back to where this fear first began, giving you a post-hypnotic suggestion that you could speak freely in front of 25,000 people in Madison Square Garden.
I'd like to speak freely right now, Walter. You were certifiable.
You're right. Why should I help you? I'm against this whole TV show idea anyway.
You are against it, aren't you?
Yes.
Why? So I can spend my days doing nothing with you?
Exactly.
Doing nothing bores me.
How do you know? You've never tried it.
Well, why don't you try working? That would be even. I mean, is doing nothing something to be proud of?
But I don't do nothing. You know, I learned a very important lesson about life a few days ago there. It was early in the morning, I couldn't sleep, and I didn't want to waken you. So I turned on the television just in time to see Marlon Perkins' Wild Kingdom.
And you didn't wake me up? Shame on you.
Will you please listen? It wasn't a show about one animal. It was like a review of nature. It showed all kinds of creatures. Birds, dogs,